On first down, Watson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. They knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Richmond.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Come back. Tiger. Richmond. Tiger.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in there. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Down. Green the line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To throw is Watson. Thomas barreling ahead. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a ring on the hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Richmond.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll give it to him up the middle. He slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Back to throw, Watson, escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Prescott. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. A try here for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one up. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last.
He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening,
and the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Green, the line. Come back.
Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To the air again, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Watson to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first and 10, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin, and he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Reset.
Watson looking to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go, 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Watson now to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the...
Amazing, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Fighting him off. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Following the fumble recovery, Watson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Reset. Come back.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Underneath for Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical. Their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run. And it's a touchdown! Deshaun Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here's Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They go to Elliott again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Throwing here, Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. It's Hopkins. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough leg on it. Not what you'd expect from an NFL kicker. And it's going to be the final act of this ball game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game.